We're live. Check the screen. We're live. I got it. All right. Enough of that. So I got to work on that. So we're looking at the charts today. All right, we're streaming again. Still need to work on getting some music in here, but we're gonna rock with what we got. These are some songs that I produced myself. They're on Spotify now. Not sure what's playing now, but I think it's Randy Lover. This is my Out My Mind remix. Let's go with the Range Lover here. Show. Let's go put it in the background. All right, 8:59. So first thing we do, now I'm going to, I think, delete my charts because I think I'm learning like on a daily basis, and I think I'm kind of updating my strategies as I learn because I'm brand new at this. FYI, this is a paper trading account. This isn't real money. One thing I learned last night is if you go to the 4 hour, you could see these trends. And then one thing you notice in these trends, we are now kind of in this uptrend here. And to get the daily bias, you could map out these fair value gaps here. And you'll see on the 4 hour time frame that this fair value gap got traded into. Same goes for this one. Get my alarm going off in there in the background. So you'll see these fair value gaps get traded into on the 4 hour time frame. There's a tiny one here. Otherwise, there isn't one. So it seems to be a trend that the fair value gaps on this 4 hour time frame get traded into, and then they make new highs. That seems to be easy peasy. And now the question is, where are we in that cycle? We did wick down. We see that price tends to wick down in that range. Let's go back a little bit further and see if that holds up too. So here's a nice stretch of pretty consistent movement. Fair value gap, wick down. Did not do it there. We were kind of in a little bit of a rangy period there. Fair value gap wicked up into it, continued to go up. It's kind of like a head and shoulders there. Fair value gap wicked down, wicked backed up into it. Fair value gap wicked into it. So it's respecting it and moving. Continue to move. Fair value gap here, didn't quite wick down there. But I guess potentially, you know, later it might. So as just a kind of reasonable rule of thumb there, we could see on this 4-hour time frame that we do make a pretty impulsive move, and then we wick into it. Walk back up. Looked up. Let's see here. A little tiny fair value gap there. And it seems to go where roughly that fair value gap is consistently. Fair value gap wick. So we did kind of wick down already. Now I've been in a trade since yesterday. Just I'm feeling things out. I'm seeing what it's like to go intraday overnight. I felt like I was in a pretty good position last night where we made a all-time high. I took the trade, expecting it go to this resistance area here. And obviously see it made new all-time highs. We've already wicked down in here. So it's either going to wick down again or make a new all-time high. I don't think there is any other fair value gaps to trade into. This was one here that already traded into. We do see that price went down dramatically past the fair value gap, kind of reaching towards maybe this previous one. This was just a wick, you know, so this did not maybe draw as much liquidity because it didn't spend that much time. I put my stop loss way up here because I'm finding that if you put a stop loss, it will find it. So I put it way up here just as an experiment. This is not real money. This is paper money. This is not financial advice. Okay, so we do have these kind of indications going on. Question is it going to go into this fair value gap, or is it going to continue going higher? Had it not already gone down into this fair value gap, that would be a reasonable move. Let's say this wick wasn't here. Then you could say, well, we're well up here, but we still got to retrace into this fair value gap. Yes, it could go higher and then retrace, but at some point it will. So you could at least maybe catch that move, even if it went up quite a bit and you had your stop loss way up there. Most likely will come down. So to be aware of that. The other thing I've been using as a indication are these kind of equal lows and equal highs. I'm going to start using trend line. No, I like the block. I like the block. So we can see there's kind of some support and resistance in this area. Kind of see 1, 2, 3 areas where prices come down and reject off this level. Do we expect it to come all the way down here at this point? I guess not. And then we also have this area here. And on a larger scale pattern, we see, let's say like the daily, or let's go to the weekly, see what that looks like. On an uptrend, there's a lot of fair value gaps on the weekly. Does the same rule apply? That's the question. Okay. Take music down a little bit. So the 4 hour doesn't really. Okay, on the daily, we got a fair value gap, but whip down. This is daily. So back to the 4 hour. 2 hour. We do seem to have some support around this area. So we keep that in mind. Support and resistance. Mainly support. So that's something. Got this fair value gap here. In the 2 hour, it whipped into it. Now the other question is, what is our direction? Which direction are we going? If we use the path tool, whoa, whoa, whoa. Use the path tool, we see up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So they were bullish on the 4-hour. Bullish on the 2-hour. We are bullish on the 1-hour. Now we do see some equal lows here. Little support. This is what we got this trade here yesterday. Took a short here, came down, take profit. What is I was expecting it to come down, but you know, on this 4-hour fair value gap, it has already been tapped into. The other strategy we use is marking out the 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time market open range. We do the break and retest strategy as well via the Profit Insider RP Profits scalping method. Now, we had some consolidation this morning. We have a new all-time high here. That right on the button because it is quite accurate. The markets really know where the levels need to go. Okay, this is market open range there. We are now below the range, but we are waiting for the 9:30 stock exchange open. So, I'm still thinking price is going to come down into this 4-hour fair value gap range. Okay. We already tapped into it once. We are kind of in a downtrend of the market. Currently, and over the evening, I guess, we made some new all-time highs. We're now making lower lows, but we got equal lows too. We have some support here. Question is, would it go how far down? That's the question. If we had a break and retest, we went down and we touched this or went to this level of resistance, that could be a 3-to-1. That would be 35 points. I'm not mad at that. That would give us 11.5 points of stop loss. Let's make this blue. So we got all-time highs, market range open. We could want to make new all-time highs, or we could want to grab some liquidity down here again. Low support. I'm gonna check with the Discord gang at the Profit Insider Discord to see what the gang is saying this morning. I'm not sure if we have news today or not. Is the game plan, futures game plan is out, looks like. Couldn't find any entries today. That was yesterday. Didn't love the wick going down in the New York Open, so I didn't take the break and retest, even though we did have a nice reversal at the New York Open. That's just how it goes sometimes. So he's pretty consistent and diligent. He only takes trades he's confident in. So, I guess technically, if I didn't know where price is going, I shouldn't be taking a trade. You know, I have some probabilities here. The other thing we like to mark out is the ranges of previous sessions. So you have London, you have the London low there. You have the Asian low here. And then of course we have the previous day's New York Stock Exchange low here. Otherwise, we don't leave this on. The other thing we like to look at is, so we'd have created a fair value gap. We look like we're respecting it. Made that big move down. We went in it. We didn't completely inverse it. Still, I guess it could, but that's an indication that it's being respected. Back to the 15-minute. So 9:23. See if the game plan's out yet. No. Nothing yet in the game plan. So I think this is a pretty good map of things. We see that the New York Stock Exchange is going to open in 6 minutes. I'm already in the trade. So I'm just going to let it ride because I still think ultimately it's going to ultimately I think it still wants to go down and grab some orders, and there are some London and Asian lows that it could grab really quickly. We have this New York low down here. I mean, technically, it could target that because that is the low. I don't know that it's that likely. I think it might dip down in there. I'm going to change my stop loss. To just above these all-time highs. Which is, about 12 points now. It made it through the night. Basically in the black now. Had I had my stop loss where it was last night, it would have stopped out because it made all-time highs. I think I had mine at this all-time high. As you see, it made new all-time highs. Okay, no game plan yet. I think these are key zones here that will, I'm starting to put together my own tool set of what to watch, what to keep an eye on, what's going to affect the market. My wife is taking care of my dear mom today. She's in assisted living. Wow, she looks pretty. Okay, 3 minutes till market open. It's quite choppy, even on the 15-minute. No game plan yet. Okay, we got key levels marked out. Bit crazy for the market open. I mean, this looks kind of horrendous. Okay, market's almost open. It's pushing to the upside. You're still getting some, I guess, some resistance off that, or some support rather. So, 1 minute. We seem to have some volume kicking in. I'm already in it. Price is pushing down. Market is open. Let's see if the game plan is up. No game plan. We kind of already have kind of a retest. This obviously wouldn't be a strong confirmation for a retest, because a break, because it's a lot of wick going on there. But this, we'll see if we're going to touch here these London lows. See if it reacts off the London low and the support region. So you get the London low, it wants to take out support region. So now it might do a retest of the bottom market open range there. 3 minutes for this candle to close. We have the London low here as well. See if the game plan's up. No game plan yet. Now the next level, way down there. Next major level. So we're probably going to react off of this level here, though. It's probably going to reject because this is support. It may range around a bit. So price is coming down. It's reacting off this support zone. We haven't taken out the Asian low yet, so we could probably expect it to take the Asian low out next. This might be a retest of the bottom range of the market open. We want to see a strong close, though, to confirm that. We've got a lot of sell side volume here. Okay, we're coming back down to take the Asian lows. We're still kind of resisting this support here. You can see that as price come down, it got rejected a few times. On the higher time frames, we are in a kind of little bit of a downtrend coming off all-time highs. Okay, we're pushing through. We'll see if it rejects off this Asian low. I had placed this trade last night before I went to bed, and I put my stop loss way up there so it wouldn't even get close to it, and it came back down. I'm actually in the black at this point. We're taking the Asian low. We'll see if it rejects off that. On the 15 minutes, we got a strong downside candle. Still got 9 minutes to close, though. Let's see. Okay, we had a very strong 5-minute close to the downside. Let's see if we get a retest to the bottom part of that range. RP put out the game plan. Good morning. Here's what I'm looking for today on ES. We are still very close to all-time highs, so we don't have many levels to look at. The first thing I'm watching is going to be a close below Asian low at 6487. If we close below this, I will be looking for some shorts on our way down 64875. Assuming we get a clear downtrend, I'm also going to be looking for a close above London high. If we close above London high and we are in a clear uptrend, I'll look for longs off pullbacks of this trend. there are really, these are really only set up. So he's looking for close below 48750, and or if we close below this, I'll be looking for some shorts on our way down to 6-4. So we're going to be close below 648,750. If we close below this, I will be looking for some shorts on our way down. Okay. 648,750 is right here in this London low. We are not closed below it. We are getting support where we thought it would. Potential break and retest. We are in a downward trend. We got some majority of bearish volume here. Okay, so let's see. We're in the black here. If we can get below the support, this could act as resistance to the upside. I'm kind of expecting it to at least go back up and touch the bottom side of this range open. Currently up $17. If it makes the complete move, maybe get down to 207. This is a 3.8 risk reward. Have the risk stop loss just above all-time highs here. Would not be surprised if it went back and touched that too. But on the larger time frame, we have touched into this fair value gap on the 4-hour, and I'm kind of expecting it to do that again. We need to be seeing fair value gaps being made to the upside to see that it is in a uptrend. Right now it's a little in the consolidation range here. So we'll just keep an eye on that. This is the New York Stock Exchange low from previous day. I'm kind of hoping it goes all the way down there. We're still down there. We haven't totally rejected off this Asian low here. We might be getting volume to push through it. This is a little bit of a pullback though. But this is where I would enter if it touches it, if I was not already in a trade. We have lower wicks on the way down, so this could mean it is trending down. If you're in the stream, this is basically my day trading journal. I've gotten into day trading the last few months and learning how to do it, so this is for educational purposes only. This is not advice, obviously. I'm not even profitable at this time, but I am learning the concepts, and I'm happy to share anything. I'm happy to get any feedback that anybody might have for me as well. It's my first time streaming as of about 4 days ago ever, so forgive me for awkward silences, etc. Also, If you hear the music in the background, these are songs that I produced with other artists. If you like the music, check out Diamond Dave on Spotify and other platforms. We also make t-shirts, custom t-shirts. So if you go to our QQDD Etsy shop, you'll see some cool kind of artistic, stylish designs there. We just made a Katy Perry fan shirt for the concert we're going to be going to at the end of this month. All right, looks like we are pushing down a little bit. Hopefully we can break this Asian low, which we just tapped into it. Let's see if it's going to reject or trade down. I've been screwing around, so my count's actually at negative 120 at this point. So, but like I said, I'm learning, so I'm kind of like just shooting from the hip sometimes just to see what sticks. And I think over time I'll prune through my confluences and hopefully be positive. And then once I do, I will start to use my own capital. I did some prop trading accounts, and I've been through like 18 evaluations. I passed 2 of them. And so I did make some progress there, made some kind of milestones in this trading journey. I think I did it pretty quick, to be honest with you. You have to be profitable up to $1,500 to even pass the evaluation on a 25K account. So I did that. Also did the Tradeify funded account where you pay a monthly fee and then you go straight to potential profitability. There is a $1,000 drawdown, which that's where I've been running into issues. Is I've been hitting these drawdowns, which they're trailing drawdowns. So if you have a 25K account with $1,000 drawdown, really you're only trading. You have the leverage of 25K, but you really only have 1,000 to trade with. Otherwise, you blow your account, you lose all your money, and then you have to start over again, pay the fee again. So I think that Tradeify 25K account with $1,000 was basically 250. So it's like you put in 250, but you get 1,000 to play with, but you're kind of expected to blow it. That's how they make their money. You're not actually trading in the market at that point. You're trading with their capital, and it's kind of the odds are in their favor that you're going to lose and just get another account. So I'm waiting to see that I can be consistently profitable. I think the way I might go in the future, if I can meet this challenge of basically artificially funding 5K in this paper trading account, and I could show myself to be profitable with the limitations and the margins of a 5K account, then I will try to fund my own account. But that's only after I've really shown a track record to be competent in trading and consistently profitable, making less mistakes. But I have not dialed in and honed in my strategy yet, but I'm getting close. And as we speak, looks like price is pushing down a little bit. It looks like we're going to break through here and hopefully make a good push down to the bear side. Let's see what the gang is saying. Trading news has been most time. I took long with the stop under. People are going long. I still think it's going to be bearish. Okay, we are making that push down. I could see it dropping. I'm going to probably just let it drop. I've been getting better at being more patient and letting the move happen. Initially, I was really reactive, and I see it pull back a little bit, I get out and I take profit. but I'd be missing most of the move. So really, I'm not letting the risk reward play out. I'm pulling out prematurely and and taking profit, but I'm also, missing opportunities as well. So that was a big push. We'll see if we're making fair value gaps. In 3 minutes, there's another candle. On this 5-minute chart here. We got a little bit of a doji candle or cross candle. It looks like it might go back, and maybe this will now be resistance if it touches this zone here. Okay, we're moving down. The other thing that I really respect with RP Profits is he takes one trade or two trades maybe, and that's it. He makes his successful trades. He's risking about $1,200, and he's profiting when he makes a successful trade around 5,000, it seems like. So he's pretty consistently making pretty good money, and the patience and the diligence and the discipline is pretty impressive. So that's what I need to work to, because starting out I was not that. I was like adding to my position. I was like up using 15 contracts, 20 contracts, 25 contracts, and when price would move just a little bit, I make a ton of profit. But then it also did not favor my risk reward strategy because I really had none. And so now I'm in this paper trading account. I'm really seeing how it feels to just let things play out, for better or for worse, and see how that affects my profit and loss positively or, negatively. So we respected this fair value gap here on the 1 minute, and we'll continue to move down. We got a minute left on this 5-minute candle. 11 minutes on the 15. So we have a fair value gap here. On the 15, you see this fair value gap where this London low is. It could want to pull back into that fair value gap. On the 1 hour, you could see it's obviously just a straight down candle. So we're now at $93. Originally, I had set my stop loss on the top of this fair value gap, but I don't know. This is a London low. I think it might want to come touch this London low again, and so I want to keep open to that. We're probably going to have a little bit of a pullback. Hopefully it's not too dramatic. So if it were the RP model, he would have been out. This would have been out. And maybe I should pull out. If I'm scalping, then maybe I should pull out. But it kind of negates my risk reward strategy because I have a higher stop loss. So you have to be consistent with. I could potentially, if I wanted to keep it, three would be the minimum. So I could potentially do my take profit here. And that would be a 3-to-1. That would be at the top of this range. That'd be 160. I like that. It would be, see, there is some resistance here. This level here is some resistance. So I don't mind this. I think this would be a good. This would put me back into the black. I would be up $40 on this account. And it would put me in a good position, and I think that would be a disciplined move. It would be 34 points. That would be pretty damn good. It would be a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. So I think a lot of people would have already gotten out with that scalping strategy, but I do see a lot of times in the RP Profits strategy, he's not getting the whole move, which is obviously very disciplined for him. If it were 11 points, that is about $50 risking at that point. So that's what we wanted. Risk is about 5% of, or 1% of our 5K, which would be $50. So that is in line with not over risking. We can look to see if we are reacting off of, we're not really reacting off of any previous levels here. Actually here, maybe a little bit, or a couple. I think we're still moving down. We made a fair value gap. We may want to respect that. So in the next candle, we may see price pull back and retest this fair value gap and continue to move potentially. It could totally inverse it, but we are in a clear downtrend with a lot of selling pressure, a lot of selling volume. We're still moving. We seem to be losing a bit of volume. We'll have a little bit of choppiness here. Okay, so we made that 5-minute candle there. We could expect price to respect this range here, this fair value gap. So we do have a fair value gap there. Let's see if it wants to respect it. Respecting it means it touches it and then continues the direction it had been going. Okay, it pulls back to touch it and then continues. It is a little bit of a battle here, it looks like. We have a little bit of buying pressure, but we are in still a selling cycle at this point in time. We're not, basically have not had a reversal. And if price does come down into this fair value gap or reject off this gap, then I would expect price now to go back up since it's already fulfilled this 4 hour. This is the thing I learned last night. So you see this 4 hour fair value gap here between this wick and this wick. Price tends to want to go and touch that. So previous fair value gaps, they go and touch and then continue moving up. On the 4 hour, some of those have been completely respected and some not. So it's respected if it touches it, but it's not close over it. So that's kind of the trend. So now we are, I mean, we could come all the way down here to grab all this resting orders here. But we are going to play it out. This is a bit of a support zone here as well. You can kind of see some equal lows here. Some relatively equal lows. Okay. Let's see what price wants to do here. Now, I've also been thinking about my exit. So your entry is important, but your exit's almost as important, if not more important. And I was debating on do you let it play out no matter what? Is just this choice of playing out the odds, or do you say, well, I see it kind of reversing here. I guess you would have to build as many confluences in taking the trade as you do getting out of the trade. So as price tends to move, then you're looking at confluences like here. We had a lower, higher wick. Here we have an equal high wick. We have a lower, low wick, and then we have a higher high wick, higher low wick. So now we see we have made a new low, so we're still in a downtrend on this time frame. However, if we go up and touch these highs, then we have now changed. Oh, there we go. That's what we like. That's what we like. That now that could be just a total liquidity sweep, and it wants to reverse. But it does seem like it's reaching towards that fair value gap. We like that. We have no wicks to the upside on this candle, which is a little concerning. I think it's going to want to touch in a little bit, wick up a little bit. And if I successfully make this trade, then that's going to be it for me today. And hoping it keeps the push down. Okay. So we did close below, but again, on these lower time frames, it doesn't mean much. But this did close below. We are in this kind of trend line of a downward trend here. It is breaking out of this trend, it looks like. Breaking up. This is a pullback. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So if we go to that 15-minute, the 1 hour, we expected that to happen to some degree. On the 5-minute, we had a fair value gap. It was equal lows. It respected it. And then now it's starting to push bearish again. Would have been nice to actually take profit. If I would have had my stop loss there, it would have been 133, but we do want to try to get the rest of the move here. This is probably, hopefully, part of a pullback. We did close below this Asian low, so like RP said, we are looking to maybe even might have even made a trade on a pullback here. Let's see what the guys are saying. So things are still looking pretty good, I think. We'll see what this 5-minute wants to do. Okay. We'll see if it's respecting it or if it's going to inverse that fair value gap. Okay, I'm gonna turn up the music a little bit. So, okay. Now, what's price doing? Is it a pullback? Is it a reversal? We have a lower wick here. If price gets all the way to here, then that would be considered a disrespecting of this fair value gap. Once it crosses this wick line, then that's a disrespect. So we've kind of looks like we've kind of changed trends here on this. Can't really pay attention to the lower time frames though, because they're not very accurate. So you could see this lower, so we're bullish. Then we went bearish, and then we broke that high and we went bullish. So we have to come back down and break this low in order to stay bearish, which doesn't look like it wants to do. That seems to be a complete reversal at this point. But here might be an instance where I do take profit. What do you think, Ganning? Let's see. Or do we let it play out? We do have a strong wick there, which, you know, that can, liquidity sweeps indicate a reversal a lot of times. So we did expect it to come down here. It almost did come down. And unless things start to shape up in a bullish or a bearish direction again, then I'm not so confident. Now this doesn't look bad necessarily. It is quite a long wick. It's not necessarily retracing. We got 2 minutes left on this one, so price wanted to go up here. This liquidity sweep here, you had a higher wick, and did continue to go up here. You have a lower wick on the 1 hour. So maybe that's an indication. We're going to try to be patient. We got a 15-minute candle closing in 1 minute and 35 seconds. So let's just see how things play out here. We're in profit, $73. It's not a bad play in overall. We are, how many points we got right now? We're at 15 points. I mean, we could just not get greedy and take that 15. We kind of, that's what we want to shoot for, at least 15, 20 in most instances. But we want to let it breathe a little bit. I do want to continue to just get the feel of letting things play out, having a narrative. We've just established a narrative. We're letting things play out, and we just want to not cut ourselves short. Okay, so we are still pulling back. I'm gonna look on this 4 hour just to get a feel for. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily see it coming down again. That was a nice move down, though. Now the question is, what trend are we in? So if we look on the 4 hour, what trend are we in? Oops, messed that up. So to get a higher low, you got to have the higher candle next to two bearish and bullish candles at least. Got a low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. So we are still bullish. Okay, so we went here bullish, but then we went bearish, or a bit bearish, then we went bullish. So we are bullish on this time frame here. On the 2 hour, we are bearish because we broke this low there. One hour. Bearish. We are bearish. I mean, we're bearish. We're bearish. We're bullish there. 4 hour. We are pushing back down. No question, will it make equal lows? Will it blow past this low here? Might be a little bit of support here. There's some equal lows over here. Still higher highs and higher lows, so I don't like that. There we go, I like that. We're going to push and make a new low here. It's ranging here, obviously, but we did make this kind of head and shoulders pattern. I don't know if it's going to want to pop back up. I think I might pull out. This is like an order block, I think, technically. This is kind of making a doji candle on an hour time frame. Two hour, and the hour. Okay, we're moving down again. We want to see Make new lows with this move here. We do see some selling volume. We like that. Increasing the selling volume. Okay, this is what we like. Let's see if it breaks through this. All right. So we just made a push through. Come on, baby. Let's keep going. Don't be shy. I like that. It did push through. But boy, oh boy, look at that. I don't like that. No fair value gaps, so we're not really making a move in either direction. We're just kind of ranging around. We're being patient. We respected this fair value gap. Now we're going up again. The 1 minute just scares you every time. It gets you panicky. You really can't hang out here in the 1 minute. You got to really jump around because at the higher time frames you get a better sense of what's going on. Again, on the 1 hour we got the lower wick, 2 hour lower wick, 4 hour. We expect a bit of a pullback here, I would say. Otherwise, yeah, we expect a bit of a pullback. See what the Discord is saying. Already up on paper trading for today. Can't wait to actually get funded. And that was a good intro for me. It might range around quite a while here. This is like a consolidation period. choppy. It's kind of wanting to keep pushing down though, so that's what, lower high, lower low. So we do see a bit of a downtrend even on the 1 minute. Minute. Part of me thinks I need to just carry on with my day here. I've been streaming now for a while. Hour? 1 hour ago. Okay, we're making some pushes. Making some pushes. Push, baby. Alright. We do kind of have like a head and shoulders thing going on here. That was a nice move though. Nice move. So there was no, if we were looking for the break and retest, there was no real retest, unless it was on the 1 minute. No, there was no retest. So that is one thing about the break and retest. If you do wait and you are patient, I guess it does serve you, but you could potentially miss an obvious opportunity too, I think. I do like the daily bias of this 4-hour fair value gap system. So as we see these fair value gaps on the 4-hour, they get touched into. And conversely, they get on the lower fair value gap. Fair value gap. So I think that's going to be my new kind of daily bias. Now, question is, it kind of like previously, you could see on these, there's just a wick. That's just a wick. That completely closed over it once. You have this one here, basically dipped back into it multiple times and went almost the whole way. So I wonder if there's like a need for the fair value gap to be completely filled. That one is almost the whole way. Came back down again. Dipped in, touched there, completely filled it, touched in multiple times. So I think there is a chance that it's going to come down, touch multiple times. And I have it, I think, conservative even at this point, for it to come down and not even get to the fair value gap. Well, we are at this point of support here. It's kind of reacting. And let's see if this goes over here somewhere. Not really. Not really. We got this nice little wick down gap here, which shows good momentum. We're pushing. We might want to break out of this range. We still got a good amount of sell volume here. Our trend oscillator is in the bearish position here. We are getting a lot of equal lows there. Making another trace. We got a higher low. And but we're still kind of in a downtrend. So we could potentially take profit. We are up 85. We did get a good amount of points. I mean, from our entry. We're at 20 points, almost 20 points. That's pretty good. You kind of don't want to get greedy, but at the same time, if the market is showing you it wants to move, then you kind of got to listen to it too. And not get too scared. It is ranging. We are a bit sideways for quite a while, since 9:48. It's now been an hour. Be nice to get back in the black on this account. I've been screwing around, but now I think I'm getting more dialed in. I've learned a few confluences that seem to kind of shape up my picture of what price wants to do. Starting on that 4-hour time frame, price makes an impulsive move up, makes a fair value gap, and then dips down and wants to grab some of that liquidity. What we're waiting for is, because this is just a wick, it wasn't a strong close into this fair value gap, I'm kind of thinking it wants to touch there again. It is making that move in that direction. We are creating kind of some equal lows and stuff, so there is a little bit of resistance. So part of me wants to pull out because I'm already got 20 points, which is pretty good for the trade. But then part of me wants to respect it and just trust the process, kind of thing. Now, I had a $76 stop loss. So ideally, it would be nice to collect the whole play, because that's my risk reward. Actually, let's get to 3. We want to get to 3. I could move my stop loss. But originally I put it above this all-time high, because if we made it back up there, then it's obviously a change in direction. Okay, so we're pushing back up again. We are kind of waiting for like a breakout. It looks like it's kind of consolidating. Now, did we get a lot of chop before? That's the question on the way down. Chop, chop, chop. We have a low down here. We've already taken, there's really nothing to the upside. So we have New York lows. We have a recent low. And really nothing else. I mean, we've been dancing in this fair value gap for a while. It's been respected pretty much. So on the 50-minute, we got two. We do have two consecutive bearish candles. That looks like just straight up brick. We're straight bricked up here. And we do kind of see a general trend line here. At some point it's going to break out of this little trend range, either to the upside or to the downside. There is some support down here, which makes it challenging, so you have a lot of upside of ability here. Kind of feel like when it gets choppy like this, you want to step out, no? We're at 90. The move is going to happen pretty soon, one way or the other, I think. Move is going to happen one way or the other. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bullish volume. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's, yeah, it's choppy. Okay, now we're pushing down maybe below this range. See what it wants to do. Okay. Not quite. Not quite. Another thing we could do is put our stop loss right above here. If we did that, it would be 72 profit. Now we're breaking out of this range. Okay. Come on. Come on. It's got to push through. Okay. Okay. Keep moving, baby. Just wicking down. 1 minute's looking good. We got 3 candles going down. It is still being supported on here. I do like that it broke out of this trend here to the downside. Still getting supported with this support zone here. Not spiking back up, so that's good. Might even be a bearish candle. We did wick down, but it is part of a larger downtrend, which I like. We're now a bit of a downtrend now, but we're not breaking out because there's no fair value gaps. We have not broken trend at all on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, obviously on up. So everything should be in agreement. We are in a downtrend on the we are in a downtrend on the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour, and so on. So we're in a clear downtrend. There's no reason to pull out at this point. All right, I think I'm gonna let this play out, but I'm gonna